The Green Army men have moved into the Sandbox Desert. They're launching an invasion force against the hostile Red defenders. The Reds are holding out at their massive wall border that they assembled overnight. The Reds are known for their strength and speed at constructing defenses. They've got tanks and troopers, but they're outnumbered 4-1 defending. They'll have to see if the choke point defense here is strong enough to hold back the green aggressors. Only time will tell who will win. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below what other Army Men battles you'd like to see in the future. Either way, let's get it going. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, boys, let's start ourselves off in slow-mo here and press start. Now today I was actually going to attempt a new Army Men mod in Men of War Assault Squad 2, however it kept on crashing for me, so that's not super duper fun, and I decided, you know what, let's just go with the classic Army Men all-out war mod here for Men of War Assault Squad 2. We've got the Reds opening fire with their Panzer IVs right there. They've also got their SFH artillery. Ooh, a little green firing from the Sherman tanks right there. Red infantry also firing away, including M60 machine gunners on top of the turrets right there. That is pretty baller. Green soldiers responding with fire of their own, but for right now it seems like no one's really hitting any shots at the moment. Those tracer rounds are going very, very wide, but there's an SFH shot right there. Explosive power to the extreme, takes out a lot of infantry, tracks the tank very well might be down anyway. Nope, it is still firing with its machine gun ball turret at the very, very front there. But either way, an impressive shot from the Reds. That accuracy on the artillery, absolutely impeccable. Absolutely. All right, now they do have defenses going further back in sort of the ruins of this old artifact city or something along those lines, and that's what they're protecting here. Potentially, it could be, you know, a symbolic structure for them that they'd like to defend against the green onslaught. Maybe it has, you know, religious backdrop or something along those lines. Something is making them want to protect this basically ruins here from the greens, because otherwise, why else would you protect that and construct a Gigawall fortress in the desert in order to protect it? I'm not entirely sure, but either way, the greens are crossing over the desert lands here. They're taking a few losses, but the Reds seem to be struggling with figuring out where to actually concentrate their fire against the green soldiers coming forward. Right now, their tanks are, of course, aiming for the green tanks here, and that's going to be the best use of their tanks. But the very front tank here has been downed. They've got two more in the back over this way. Plus, they've, of course, got the SFH artillery right there, here, and here, which all is currently operable. That's very, very good. They've also got, of course, flame troopers, bazooka units. They've got it all. They're able to take out tanks and a whole horde of infantry without heavy weapons if need be. The infantry is very much so capable for the Reds to take over this defense. So yeah, I'm very excited about this battle. This honestly looks super, super dope. So I'm not too sad about the other mod not working, but I was super stoked for a new Army Men mod to try out on the battlefield. Sadly, not going to be happening today. Oh, another big artillery round right there. Once again, sort of whiffing on the tanks, though. They're not really able to kill those tanks with this artillery at the moment. SFHs definitely are strong enough to kill our, you know, any sort of tank that comes their way, but they just seem to be struggling with actually managing to do that on this day. And completely honestly with you, the Green Shermans are surviving quite a bit. Normally when we play the Men of War Assault Squad 2 Army Men of War mod, we're seeing tanks getting popped left and right on the attacker side, but this time around they're actually proving to be rather stable. Look at these cracks forming in the turrets and in the wall over this way as they get shelled relentlessly. Most of the outdoor defenses for the red troopers are dead. They've got a few troops still firing away, but for the most part, they are gone. And it is going to be basically up to the interior defenders at this point, which they've still got quite a number of, and these choke points are going to be very nice, and they still have 2 tanks and an artillery piece. So the Greens are going to be going up against quite a brutal defense here, and even though they've destroyed most of the exterior, probably the hardest is to come. Did this just get wiped out though? No, it's still alive. Oh, thank goodness. If these things get taken out by the Greens too early here, we're in some trouble. Massive artillery shot rocking the desert dunes. Nice. There we go. Green tank getting popped right there. Whoo, baby. All right, that's very nice. By the way, I see you guys commenting about the book I've told you guys I'm writing, and I must say, I really appreciate y'all always remembering that I'm doing that and being hyped about it, because that is honestly really, really cool. It's a great feeling to see that people want to see that from me. That's really, really pretty neat. I didn't think I would have this much interest in it when I first told y'all, hey, I was working on this. So that's very, very cool to see. I honestly thought, oh, maybe 20 people would buy the book and read it, and that would be good enough for me, because I just kind of wanted to see how good it could be and stuff like that. But no, there's actually a ton of interest from you guys coming in, and I have to say that has been such a rewarding feeling. And I will tell you, I am working on editing it right now, so hoping for a release in 1 or 2 months. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm just stoked about it, man. Either way, the Greens still have a ton of soldiers left alive. Their tanks have started to get popped. They do have some. That one's dead. That one's tracked. This one's dead. This one's dead. This one's dead. I say we do go ahead and utilize the tank repair rule, and we'll also use the retreat rule for the red. So we'll retreat this red soldier back, and then we'll go ahead and repair any tanks out here that the Greens could potentially be utilizing on the battlefield. If you guys have been long-term viewers, you know about the retreat rule as well as the repair rule. We mainly use it in army men battles because retreating soldiers and repairing tanks are 2 things that often need to happen in this. And basically, if things quiet down on the battlefield and there's an opportunity for soldiers who are defending to retreat, we go ahead and retreat them. And if there's an opportunity for vehicles in the field to be repaired, we go ahead and repair them if they're minor repairs. All right, why don't we go ahead and boost it up a notch, baby, into semi-normal speed here as the Greens sort of reignite their fight a little bit here. We've got some very cool dune battlefield cover that we're using here. There's the ever-present floating guns, which is a very strange glitch in just this mod. I don't think I've ever seen another Men of War Assault Squad 2 mod where we have the floating gun glitch, except for the Army Men one, but I don't know. It's very, very strange. This mod has been abandoned for a couple of years now, I believe. It was made by Imperial Dutch Mapping, who honestly did a great job with this. He's a really great guy, so huge shout out to him, but I understand projects becoming old and not wanting to work on them anymore and stuff like that. It's totally understandable to me. So yeah, this mod has not had an update in a while. A lot of parts of it are glitched and stuff like that, and yet it is still the best mod that I've been able to find for Men of War Assault Squad 2 to play. So, it says something. It was really well done from the start. Okay, we do have some slap shots hitting the already dead tank here. I'm not sure if that's going to do anything, and there we go. 76 Sherman finally narrows down its sights on this tank right here and manages to get the kill. And that thing is absolutely done for. We'll go ahead and do the retreat rule for the tank crewman so he can go on to live another day. And we'll plop him back here, I guess. I don't know. We still have 1 additional red tank here. It's got 22 infantry kills, 1 vehicle kill. We've still got 1 red artillery piece. It's got 18 infantry kills on the battlefield. The hull of this thing gets hit by a bazooka arcing shot. It could have also been a Piat, though. I'm not entirely sure. Green soldiers are starting to burst through the front entrance here. Let's go ahead and bump it up to normal speed now. We are in full motion, and the Greens start sending troopers into the gap. They're getting hit hard by bazookas, tank, MG fire, pretty much everything that the Reds have to offer. They are sending the Greens' way. I mean, we started off with probably like 400 greens on the battlefield. We're down to maybe 100 or so left alive. They also had about 10 tanks. They've still got plenty of tanks left alive on the battlefield, but they're stuck or getting entrapped in the tank traps and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to say that tanks in this game are not the best at pathfinding. They're a little bit better in Gates of Hell, which is why Gates of Hell can be kind of better to use sometimes for these battles, but there used to be an Army Men mod for Gates of Hell. And the creator actually shared it with me, but I never got around to playing it, and now I'm regretting that because the mod is now out of date and it's not been updated. So I'm wondering if maybe in the future that will get updated and I'd be able to check out the Gates of Hell Army Men mod at some point. I'm not totally sure. An absolute snipe in the engine of this M4 Sherman right here, and this thing is just gone in an instant. It likely will explode most of the time when the top is popped like that and it's on fire. It'll explode in a few minutes. Sometimes the fire just dwindles out. I don't know totally, you know, what to expect from this. It'd be pretty cool if it exploded, but it might just fizzle out. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just fizzling out. Yeah. Okay, we didn't get to see the big boom boom. It's always fun when they go big boom boom, but today is not the day it goes big boom boom. Oh! It kind of exploded like a little bit there. That was interesting. All right, fair enough, fair enough. The rest of the green soldiers are attempting a bit of a push, and they're doing it a little bit smarter now, using some of the Reds' defenses against the Reds. That's certainly what I would do. Some sort of explosion almost hitting the Panzer out there. Not quite managing to hit it. I mean, the Greens still have plenty of bazooka troopers, some Piat soldiers. They've got things to take out that red tank for sure. But for now, that thing is just spamming fire in. I'm not sure if the red soldiers themselves are getting all that much fire in here. Ooh! Ooh! It did get hit by some sort of rocket. Is it dead? She's still alive. She's concussed right now, though. 58 kills, 2 tank kills is very impressive. This thing is single-handedly wiping out the green infantry right now. Holy smokes. If this thing still manages to live to the bitter end of the battle, it takes another shot right there, though. Then they are in very good standing. But no, its engine's still purring. She's still alive somehow, despite tanking 2 shots right there. Pretty good stuff, I would say, from the Reds. The infantry back here is taking a little bit more heat for the Reds. They're taking some losses, but they've still got stores of infantry over here. I'm not sure why the SFH hasn't fired in a minute. Maybe it's not able to. Maybe the arc fire is too, like, it needs more room, and the Greens are too close, something like that. Maybe the walls are blocking it from being able to fire now. It did get some good shots in earlier, but now it's not really doing anything. More green infantry pushes in. Another shot hits this. That might have been its, I think it was its own bazooka trooper firing and hitting the engine of it. Oh my god, and they're taking out the walls of their small little ruined fort here. Oh my god, they're hitting their own tank left and right. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? You guys are dumb. You guys are dumb. Oh my god. Wow. Honestly, if the Greens go ahead and just put a bazooka trooper right here and fire at that thing, I'm sure they would get the kill on it. But for now, they are not doing so. They've got a couple snipers trying to sort of chiclet shot, I think that red soldier right there or something like that. They're working on it. Oh, that might have been a green shot. I'm not entirely sure if that was a red or a green shot right there. It's actually pretty shocking that they're not sending more bazooka troopers to try and take this thing out. That's kind of crazy to me. That's a little crazy, dude. Look at all the red and green on the battlefield here, though. It's like freaking Christmas out here, baby. Deck the halls with plastic blood, buddy. All right, more troops making moves and dying as a result. Pretty rough here. We're getting to the stupidity point. So why don't we go ahead and squad up the Greens. While they still have units to spare, we're going to go ahead and squad them up. And essentially, this will just make them act as a unit. If the squad leader pushes out, the rest of the units will also push out, as opposed to when they single file go in. It sometimes works that way. Sometimes It doesn't. We shall see. This can sometimes be very helpful for the attackers, or sometimes it just expedites their deaths. So we'll have to wait and see. And oh! Finally, they get the shot off, and it takes out some of the red infantry back here too, and some of the infantry over here, and it kills the gunners on the SFH. That is pretty much everything the Greens could have asked for and more. Taking out the tank, and not only that, it explodes with such ferocity that it kills a number of red troopers in the back. That might have just saved this battle for the Greens. We'll just have to wait and see though, because there are still not many Greens left alive. They're attempting a bit of a push here. They might be getting a couple kills. I'm not entirely sure. The Reds are still managing to shut them down. They've still got enough troopers to wipe out the Greens. But it did open up the possibility of a W for the Greens here. That is for sure. Let's see how many kills some of these Reds have. None. 3. Nice. None. 4. Nice. None. Do you have any? No. Wow. None. How about you guys? You have 17? This troop right here has 17 kills. Holy cow. This guy's got 2, 8, 4, 1. Wow, this entire lineup of troops has killed like 30 or 40 Green soldiers. That's actually really impressive. I mean, after all, this is a pretty nutty choke point right here. Oh, God. Yeah, this might be the end. The Greens might be at an impenetrable choke point position now, and this might be where they get stalled out and no longer manage to take out the Reds. Why don't we do a little time lapse here of this choke point and watch the Greens attempt to go in. I think that'll be pretty fun, but this might be Jover for them. All right, for the past 3 minutes, the Greens have been attempting the assault pretty good here, but I think we are kind of at the point where the Reds just have it on lock. I mean, oh, that could have been really nice if he had threaded that needle, but he was unable to. Yeah, this is definitely a position where the Greens are going to be struggling. Oh, right in the chest. Right in the chest right there. Who shot that? That was dirty, my friend. I mean, it was a clean shot, but god dang, it was not him. He has no kills. It was probably this guy. No, he has no kills. How do so many of these guys have no kills? That's crazy. That is crazy. This guy's now got 20. This dude here. Oh. No, he's still got 20. Okay, I thought he might have just gotten another kill. Now, here's the thing. I could help the Greens out by removing the tanks. But here's the thing with that. 50% of people in the comment section will be angry at me for moving the tanks for the Greens. Another 50% of the people will be angry at me right now for not moving the tanks for the Greens. That is our catch-22. I cannot please everyone because everyone has different opinions. Some people think that the game should play out the way the AI plays it out, which means that the tanks get stuck here and that's their own fault. Other people think that because the tanks got stuck here, it's clear that the AI was just being stupid, and therefore I should be allowed to help them out since it's obviously not intended that they just stick to a wall. This is my dilemma of literally every single Men of War Assault Squad 2 video, and I'm at the point where I don't know what to do about it. I can't please everyone. If it was me right now, just on my own, without people getting mad at me, I would probably push it out. I would probably push a few of them out. There's a number of Greens back here, by the way, that never came forward. So why don't we go ahead and move them on up here. We'll go ahead and squad up the last of the infantry up here as well. See if that does anything. And let's just play it out infantry-wise for now. We'll let the infantry deal with the battle for the time being, because that seems most fair to me, especially because I don't think the Reds have any bazookas left. Most of their bazooka troopers were here. They're all dead. They have a flamer, but that's it. And the odds of one flamer getting 5 tank kills is really weird. So just in the interest of keeping things fair for the Reds, because that would basically guarantee them a loss in this battle, we're going to keep it infantry only for now. And then at the very end, once all the green infantry dies, because I'm pretty sure the Reds are about to take the W, then for fun, we will push the Shermans forward and see what happens. That's my decision. Okay, why don't we time-lapse again, because this is going to take a while for the Reds to kill these greens, clearly. Okay, well, the greens are pretty much wiped. They've got a few infantry left. We'll send them in, and then we'll also send in the tanks, Fashiggles, and see how these guys end up doing. If they can even... This guy got himself completely boxed in here. This is impressive. Okay, there we go. We can just slip him out. And now I think you can get in on your own. You go that way. You go that way. Trying to get these guys to actually move in. I'm calling it a red victory. I think the Reds did win, but now we're using the tanks, which were too stupido to actually do anything during this battle. And you can decide in your own headcanon or make arguments in the comment section below who you think actually won. I think the Reds won. I think the Greens tanks were just being stupid, and it is what it is, you know? But here we go. If I control the green tanks, they move through and get the rest of the kills very easily. But the Greens were just being big old dummy dum-dums throughout this battle anyway. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for today's battle at the border. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.